Hello, it's June 19th, 2014, episode number 24 of Weekly Woodworking Wrap-Up Review. Before we get this started, hey Chuck, can you hand me a beer? Thank you. Oh, look at that. Refuge Brewery. Today I have Kyle Toth with me. Am I saying that right? Toth?
Yeah, Toth.
All right. They probably want to know why you're here.
Yeah, so I'm just driving across the country on my way to my friend's birthday, and I just love to stop at other woodworkers, wood shops and see what they're all about. And today we're out here at the Drunken Woodworkers place, so
Yeah.
we're drinking some beers. And
So what kind of beer did you bring me here?
I brought this Refuge. I make tap handles for a local brewery in Temecula, California, and this is a Mystique dark ale, and I think it's been aged in oak barrels, I want to say, but it's some pretty tasty stuff.
All right. Well, let's give this a shot here. That is really good.
You like that?
Yeah, it's got a little kick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It will kick up on you.
I hope so.
With it, yeah.
I've had a few conversations with Kyle on the internet through Facebooks and Twitters and whatnot. I've shared some of his videos before, and I'm a really big fan of his work. And I'm so glad to have you here with me today.
Yeah,
so,
thanks for having me.
I guess first question is, tell me how you got started in woodworking. What's your history?
My history, probably when I was like 12 years old, I just started building stuff out of plywood, started making skate ramps for me and my friends. Just got more into it. Went to high school, I made a wooden backpack.
Okay.
That I would wear around, had wooden binders.
Tell me what you mean by wooden backpack.
Like a full backpack made of wood hinges. The straps were off like another backpack, but I just full on wood backpack, weighed like 25 pounds.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, but I mean, it was just who I was. I just loved making wood stuff, so I got more into it. My school didn't have wood shop, so I would just go home, and my parents gave me their garage, and I just slowly filled it up with more woodworking tools. And I finally got into, I discovered the vase, or not the vase, sorry, I discovered the lathe, and I borrowed my neighbor's lathe to make a baseball bat. He brought it over, showed me how to use it, said, turn it on, have fun, don't get hurt. I never made baseball bat. I started making bases and bowls, and I would sell those, just get some more money, buy some more tools. And then my teacher told me about a school in Boston called North Bennett Street School. Applied there after high school. I did get in.
Any notable names that have gone to the school?
Let's see. Tommy Mack. He's got his own show on, I think, PBS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, PBS. And then there's Phil Lowe, the Furniture Institute of Massachusetts. Dan Faya. They all do articles and stuff like that. So I went out there, and that was a 2-year program, and came back, opened up my own shop, and just started hitting ground.
This is what you do for a living.
This is what I do for a living now.
Right.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. I'm very blessed that I get to make wood look good.
Well, let's show them one of your vases here.
All right, so this is the last one I just finished, and actually, you posted a video of this one, I think, last week.
This is the one in the video.
Yeah, this is the one from the video. Right. Yeah. So it's mahogany, walnut, and maple. I don't know how many pieces, but it's turned to be about...
Will you count the pieces for me?
Yeah, give me a second.
We'll be right back.
13 times 12. What's that? 144 plus
Come on,
12.
Chuck. Chuck's not very good with math.
158 pieces.
Chuck, have you ever done math before? And then you also brought some tap handles.
Yeah, I brought one of the tap handles from the brewery that I work for, I guess you'd say. They're made in cherry. They have a laser engraved top. They're turned on the lathe. The front is screen printed. And the bases are like aluminum. They thread on. And so far I made about 400 of these things. They're in 200 different bars and restaurants. So it's allowed me to, turn for kind of a living, and get paid to turn, which has always been my passion. So,
what do you have planned for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year I'm working on a kitchen table, 2 kitchen tables for 2 different people. One's in walnut, and kind of just real classic style kitchen table, really beefy legs, no apron. The top kind of floats on there.
Okay.
That's kind of like my look, I guess you'd say. I like that style. I'm doing
the Kyle Toth style.
I guess so. I've been trying to, develop that and hone that in. But I've also been doing these tap handles keep me real busy. Oh, the lounge chairs. Yeah, I've been making a lot of lounge chairs. I don't know if you've seen those.
Yeah.
But those things are pretty comfortable. So, and then, I'm making a like a bunch of plaques for a man who sailed from Hong Kong to Miami in 1960. And I'm making the plaques out of the teak from the actual boat.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I have like this 100-year-old piece of teak in my hands, and I'm like terrified to cut it.
Are you keeping any for yourself?
I only have like a little bit of pieces, but it's like if I screw them up, I don't have any more, so it's kind of a real bummer.
Did the inspiration for this vase come from this class?
Actually, yes.
Thank you.
From washing your shirts.
Who's on my shirt here?
That's actually me on there.
So last week I asked everybody the question of, do you have any tool regrets? Did you buy anything that you find that you just don't need or don't use anymore? And so I got a great response. Many people posted in the YouTube comments saying, I didn't need my dovetail jig or this and that. And this happened to be one of the questions where there was no one main answer. There was no like common ground answer where it was different for everybody. And one of the things that I regret. Why can't I say regret?
Regret.
Too many beers. This sander. I have never even plugged it in.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Same one.
So that was $70 there.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know what to do with that sandpaper. I have a bunch of those rolls.
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
One day.
So maybe I'll take the motor off and use it for something cool.
Yeah.
All right. So another thing is a dovetail jig. I bought a dovetail jig used on Craigslist and never used it at all. I think I must have thrown it out or given it away because I couldn't find it. So who cares? I don't use it. So what about you?
Me, definitely the dovetail jig.
Mm-hmm.
I got one free with a router, so I just said, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Never used it. It's honestly just taking up space. That thing, I don't even know what that's called. Sander. And the other.
Do you have the same one?
Yeah, I actually have the same one. Yeah. Yeah. And then a radial arm saw. When I bought it, it was like the coolest thing, but I never used it, and it took up an absurd amount of space.
Because you saw Norm using it?
Yeah, I saw Norm, and I was like, I want to be like Norm.
Yeah,
you know? But now I just donated it. I think I gave it away to my high school, so they use it now, hopefully. But big waste of money.
It's a big waste of money.
Yeah.
You ready to dive into some videos?
Yeah, let's dive into some videos.
All right, so this first one, Spiral Inlay and Curved Drawers by KRTWood. Now, we were talking before we started recording, and neither one of us has seen the
No, it's so awesome.
He is taking a hand plane and he's taking the shavings from that,
kind of rolling them up and then inlaying them into like a squared out routed piece, and then pouring epoxy over it and smoothing everything from there. And then it looks like almost a colored epoxy.
Yeah,
like it had a glue to it, and all the shavings, little spirals on there. It's really cool.
So very cool video. The drawers are curved and they slide out in an arc. What I like about this project is he starts off on paper. He's drawing it with pencil and paper, and I don't think people utilize pen and paper enough, where they're just either designing on the computer, designing on the fly, and I think you get more ideas when you start off with a pencil. Yeah, and you can. That's how
I was trained to do it. How to do it.
All right. The DiResta walnut file drawer. He's just making this awesome looking file cabinet out of walnut plywood. There's a good tip in this video is when he's putting together the carcass, no clamps. It's all painter's tape. So you don't need expensive. Trick, you don't need expensive clamps to.
And they use those splines too.
Yeah.
So everything kind of folds in and locks together.
So good technique. Typical DiResta video where it's sped up real fast. He doesn't talk in his videos. He just shows you awesome shit. A scoop from Cherry by Garage Woodworks. I've seen a couple of these scoops before. They were made on the bandsaw, but he is using a different technique where he is taking a router and a router template and a bowl bit to gouge away most of the material there. And I just thought that was
I liked how he used his template and then routed it all out with a straight bit, and I think he switched over to a round bit and then used his routed surface with a bearing on there and kind of rounded it all out. Yeah. It's a pretty sweet little scoop.
Yeah, I want to make one for my cat box, but my cats aren't worth it. This next one, I've been This one is mind-blowing. The fossil table build video by Andrew Klein. Andrew is doing every trick in the book to make this table, and it's just mind-blowing. He's only made 3 videos, and this is his 3rd one. And this table incorporates bent lamination, ebony inlay, and he's got some carved, scalloped, I don't even know what you call that, where he's just scalloping out around the inlay and then fills it with
almost
epoxy.
like a chip carve.
Yeah. One of the tricks that he's doing is he has the design up on his computer, and he takes tracing paper over top of his computer to trace out the lines and the shapes for the inlay. This table is just amazing.
Yeah, they're almost like, was he routing them out with a little Dremel? And then each one is custom fit for each little thing. That's like,
how many hours would
I
that
don't
take?
even know.
Yeah. That's something I've never attempted. Have you tried inlay, router inlay?
I've done inlay and router inlay, but it's usually all geometric shapes. Those are all, funky shapes and curves and rounds and whatnot. So it's something I'd like to try. Definitely.
Yeah. So, awesome video, Andrew. And at the time, we only had 180 views. So I think a lot more people need to see this. So good stuff. I can't even imagine how much time it took to build that table. So just beautiful. All right, so that wraps it up for our videos. I got some news for you. I am starting a new website and a new YouTube channel. It's going to be marketing for the small guys. So it's going to branch out not just woodworking, but crafters and makers. So if you make dresses, you are going to find a lot of information on how to photograph it, how to take video of it, how to market yourself, branding, how to set up a website. A lot more information about that coming out in a couple weeks. I just wanted to announce that, so I don't have any links or anything yet to share with you. I have some beer koozies for sale on my website. Got Drunken Woodworker on one side, Make Something on the other side. I still have some black t-shirts, not many left. I'm out of some sizes. I've got new t-shirts coming in. They should be in by July 1st. The new t-shirts, they're non-Drunken Woodworker shirts. They are Make Something shirts, and they have prints on them. I guess you'll see them when they come out. Anything else you want to share?
I don't know. I did just move into a new shop, so I have been setting up my shop, and I hope to make more videos.
Cool.
And share more of my work and whatnot. So,
what's your website?
My website is woodbyKyleToth.com.
Your Twitter?
My Twitter is Wood by Toth, Toth. Facebook page is Wood by Kyle Toth, and I think that's it.
All right.
Instagram, I think it's Wood by Toth or Wood by Kyle Toth.
All those links will be down below.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having me again.
You're my first guest.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much. All right. That about wraps it up. Stay passionate and make something.
To keep up with me, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram, and Etsy. And be sure to check out my website at drunkenwoodworker.com.
You got into town last night.
Yeah.
And we went to the bar.
Uh-huh.
I had some drinks.
Yeah.
Chuck was with us.
First time, I didn't know Chuck was real.
Yeah. What do you think of Chuck?
He's a pretty wild guy. I don't know if he's got a couple screw looses or what's going on with him, but
so
man,
what
a guy.
So let's talk about what happened last night.
Yeah. So we were all drinking beers around the bar, just having a good time, and Chuck is like, "Toth, I like you." I go by Toth. He's like, "Toth, I like you. I want your name on me." And I was like, "Whoa, that's a big deal. That's something for life. It's ink on your skin." And he did it. He sent me a photo this morning with my name tattooed on his butt. It was insane.
So here it is. Can you? That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
It
So
my mind.
that's Chuck's ass. I hope I don't lose any subscribers. I'm sorry about that.
No, I mean, the name lives on, I guess.
Yeah.